The UEFA Champions League knockout stage begins tonight, and of course with Real Madrid powering through the group stage, winning all their matches for the second time they're doing it, and of course they happen to be the only team to have done this in the tournament. Well, how far will they go this year? But they're not in action tonight, definitely. Well, hello and welcome to Sports This Morning. I'm Cecilia Amogbe, and let's begin with the headlines. For the Super Eagles, is a busy FIFA-free day for them as NFF continue to shop for more friendlies for the team. The latest is that they will be playing the Black Stars of Ghana on March the 29th in London. And having squeezed past PSG on away goals rule last season, Jose Mourinho's new look attack are ready to cruise this time around. Also on the program, Lance Armstrong is facing yet another problem. This time he needs to refund $10 million. Well, that's really huge. Now, Luis Enrique actually said that Lionel Messi is a player you enjoy watching. Well, let's just see how he scored his 31st hat-trick for Barcelona and 23 in La Liga. That actually made him to equal that of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is still negotiating with the club.
He's looking at a 3-year deal, Dani Alves.
Oh, it's a great ball in. Neymar! Hands in the air. And Pedro lets it roll over the line. Well, a bit of a freak goal, but Barcelona off the mark.
Well, is this poor defending, or is it just good play? Because Neymar totally unmarked, Pedro totally unmarked, and the pass from Messi. It's the same combination we've seen for many, many weeks here. Let's have a look. Pick it up. Oh my goodness. Only one player didn't step up. It was Ivan.
Bad pass by Neymar, or lost. It's Bartra onto it. Now Lionel Messi. Magnificent Messi. Yet again.
Well, Rob, see this for me. Bartra has brilliant anticipation. He anticipates the pass that's going to be made. He wins the ball and then he slide rule passes it to Messi, who goes on and scores with his right foot. And the goal he should have scored, what, a minute ago or 2 minutes ago.
Today, they would equal a record of Pep Guardiola of 11 successes in a row from 2008-2009.
Oh.
It's Pedro plays it in. Messi.
Go.
Freestyling exhibition football from Barcelona. And dare I say, they are back to their very, very, very best.
This is as good as I've seen them in the last 3 or 4 weeks, Rob. They're playing brilliant football. Totally overpowering and dominating every opposition comes their way.
Lionel Messi would like the ball for his collection, and he's got it. Another Messi hat-trick.
It's 26 goals in the league, Rob. Now only 2 behind Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he's now scored as many hat-tricks in La Liga as Cristiano Ronaldo. They're both level on 23 historical La Liga hat-tricks. On his 300th appearance, another record for Lionel Messi.
And another record, as I said, we said before the game, he'd scored 10 goals against Levante in the previous 12 matches. You can now make that 13. Makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Well, he just can't stop scoring. I think the only way he can stop scoring is when he stops playing football. That's definitely the only way. Chinasia joins me this morning. Chinasia, good morning.
Good morning, Cecilia. How are you doing?
Good to have you again.
Of course, every time. Always a pleasure.
Champions League night tonight. But first, let's start from the home front, of course. The Super Eagles playing Ghana again, Black Stars of Ghana. And of course, the under-20, the Flying Eagles also played Ghana yesterday.
Yeah.
It ended 2-2 draw. Of course, they will be playing them again for another leg. And this Ghana, Nigeria, can they organize one for the Super Falcons? Okay, no, we are talking about Super Eagles.
No, I like the fact you brought that up because I already talked about it this morning. The fact that the Super Falcons are playing in the World Cup.
Yes.
They will be playing in the World Cup later this year. And we've not seen nothing. No, do you remember how
shopping for
when they went for the AWC, Remember that it was here on the show. You called the coach. He didn't know when they were supposed to leave. You know, come on. I think this, like I always say, the most successful football team in the land, and we're not apparently treating them right. I don't like that. Well, back to the Super Eagles and the Ghanaians, age-old rivalry. Come on, it's like Scotland and England. You know, so we know anytime whether we are using under 14 boys against under 14 Ghanaians, there's always going to be that rivalry. So yeah, the Ghanaians will be smarting from the Nations Cup where they, you know, narrowly lost the title to the Ivorians. So
loss is a loss.
And I think the last time we played in London, it was a 4-1 victory for the Ghanaians, if I remember very well, at Craven Cottage. So with that one, you know, pride, bragging rights and everything, always going to be a very interesting encounter anytime the Super Eagles come up against the Ghanaians. And I think it's a good one for whoever will be in charge of Super Eagles at that time. That we can start,
you don't
start
believe the story that it's Coach Stephen Keshi? He's 29th of next month.
Yeah, not that I don't believe. I need to be sure.
Like
it has to be confirmed.
Okay,
a lot of
was on Sport Tonight last week, Wednesday, and he confirmed that the process is on. But Keshi came up to say, look, I don't have the papers to sign.
My point exactly.
Okay.
Keshi hasn't said, yes, this is a go. And so when both parties have come out and say, you know what, they shake hands on the deal, and we'll now say, okay, so Keshi is back as coach of Super Eagles. We know it's going to happen, but let it happen.
Yeah, let it happen very, very soon. Okay, talking about the Golden Eaglet, they are in action, of course, in Niger Republic, trying to see if they can win the Under-17 title for the 3rd time in Africa. But you know, they are world champions, but that is not to judge. In Africa, of course, they've been so successful. And after their win against Niger Republic, host nation, Emmanuel Amunike says, well, with that, it's actually giving them that edge to see how they can, you know, win the title, because that's their target. They couldn't win it the last time. They lost to Cote d'Ivoire in the final. Cote d'Ivoire, of course, well, they drew South Africa yesterday for the Golden Eaglets. How far do you think they can go?
Well, I've seen this team. They actually know what they're doing. They're well built units. They've been together for a while, and Amunike is doing a very good job with that team. So I think they can go far. But I think what is of particular interest to me is qualifying for the World Cup, which they can get if they get a victory against Tanzania. You know, once they get that victory, they'll be on 6 points, and you know the top 4 countries from this tournament will be going for the World Cup. So definitely that should be the first priority. Then after that, we'll talk about going ahead to win the title. I don't see them not being able to. They can actually do that. Remember when the Ivorians beat the Under-17 last time around? It was sort of a fluke result because you know. But now I think they can go ahead and do the business.
Okay, you just have 2 groups in this particular tournament. You have Group A and Group B. In Group B, some matches were decided yesterday. Mali beating Cameroon by 3-1. That was a surprise one. And Cote d'Ivoire, of course, defending champions. And South Africa, it ended in a draw. And for South Africans, well, when they were actually going to the Niger Republic, they were kind of afraid. But right now, I think they've actually gotten their foot, being able to get a draw from defending champions. And of course, for Nigeria, the Golden Eaglets will be in action tomorrow against Guinea. And of course, Zambia, who won their, Zambia will also be playing their game tomorrow. And for the Golden Eaglets, Emmanuel Amunike says with that victory against Niger Republic, they believe they should be able to beat the Guineans, because the Guineans won their game against Zambia. So you're having 2 teams who have 3 points after winning their opening matches playing tomorrow. And of course, for the other teams who lost their opening games, they will also be in action tomorrow. Today, no games will be going on, while South Africa and the likes will be playing on Thursday. Now, let's move straight to the FA Cup. The draws were made yesterday, and of course, well, Arsenal and Manchester United old rivalry, they are back again. But let's just see how that took place yesterday.
He was never booked or sent off, and of course he was also a one-man club, and that club was, of course, Preston North End. We are ready to go for the draw for the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Roy, if you'd like to put the balls into the container. As I say to everybody, make sure that they're all there. Just 8 of them, of course, today. Pat the bag down.
All gone.
All gone. Roy will draw the away teams. Brian, you will draw the home teams. Quick whoosh round, and we are ready to go.
Number 1.
First out, Liverpool, who beat Crystal Palace on Saturday evening. They've won 15 of their last 16 FA Cup quarter-final ties.
Number 6.
and they will be at home to Blackburn Rovers. Liverpool against Blackburn, two of Roy's former clubs.
Number 5.
Number 5, Bradford City are at home. Phil Parkinson wanted to be at Valley Parade. Let's see who's going there.
It's number 7.
Bradford will be at home to Reading of the Championship. Bradford City against Reading. 2 ties left.
Number 8.
Number 8. Preston North End or Manchester United. Who will be going to either of those two clubs?
Number 2.
Arsenal. Preston or Manchester United at home to the cup holders Arsenal.
Number 3.
And number 3 is Aston Villa. Tim Sherwood's Aston Villa. We should have a derby here as well.
Number 4.
Aston Villa will be at home to West Bromwich Albion. They are the ties for the quarter-finals, and they will be played on the weekend of the 7th and the 8th of March.